Like, I'm Barry Allen and I'm the fastest man alive, except for Zoom, except for Reverse Flash, except for Savitar, and...
Basically, he's the slowest Flash. Time travel too big for small brain.
Hey! No!
No, I just think it's like not very logical.
I mean, but isn't poo-poo actually good fertilizer?
We have 7 billion people who poo-poo every day. We don't need mine. So if you guys had a choice of any superpower, what would you choose?
I'm very, very lazy, so I want psychokinesis. So that I don't need to get off of my bum to get stuff.
Oh, I actually really like that.
Water bottle, come to me. Remote control, come to me. And then if you get good at it, you can move the chair so you don't even have to walk.
Oh, you don't have to move your friends either. If you live next door, you can just bring them over. No need to ask for permission. Just kidding, guys. Always ask for consent.
Yourself, like across to different places.
Does that work? Can you do that?
I don't know. I don't know if you can telekinesis yourself.
I'm picturing
into the air.
I'm picturing Magneto from X-Men. I feel like you probably can't lift yourself. You would have to lift yourself standing on something.
yeah. You can just get like a couch or something. You sit down and move the couch.
Oh yeah, bring the whole couch. Sure. As if you weren't heavy enough.
I mean, if it's telekinesis, it doesn't. It's just mind, right? Unless it's harder to lift stuff when it's heavier.
Just our mind. Okay. Let's see your mind pick something up.
It would be more effort to pick up heavier things than lighter things with psychokinesis. And also, would it be more effort to move yourself using psychokinesis or to move yourself using your body?
Depends on how far, I think. The distance. Like if it's across the room, then probably easier to just lift the thing.
It's times like these where I'd like to reference Star Wars, where they basically move things with their minds. And it seems like the heavier the item, the harder it is on their mind.
In the movie Matilda, doesn't she have like the ability to move stuff? I only remember reading the book actually. I don't think I saw the movie. But I remember distinctly that like she didn't have the power, but she just like trained herself. Like she was like, oh, I see a piece of chalk, and then I just like try to imagine it moving, and then it starts moving.
Wow.
Oh, that seems like no strain at all.
That's sheer willpower right there.
She had to practice and like to like turn it right, because she was trying to like do a prank on the teacher, so she was like trying to turn the chalk, but she would actually practice at home with like one of her dad's like cigars or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, that would be the first motive to have superpowers, just play pranks on your teacher. 100%.
Yeah, I don't even remember what else happens in that like story, or like if she even does anything with her powers. But
I actually wouldn't know, because I don't think I've read or watched. You said Matilda, and I thought about the pig in Charlotte's Web for some reason.
Oh.
Superpowered pig.
It wasn't called Matilda. What was the pig's name in Charlotte's Web?
I don't remember.
Time to use the memory powers.
I barely remember.
You're shaking.
Even though Charlotte's name is in the title.
Charlotte is the spider, right?
Yeah. The pig's name is Wilbur.
Oh.
Katsu, have you thought about what power you would want?
Honestly, maybe like time control.
Time.
I feel like my biggest problem is like going to sleep, waking up on time. Like, oh, it's almost the end of the day of work, but I haven't done my work yet.
I feel that. I feel that 100%.
I felt that.
All my problems are just like time related.
Well, speaking of time related, I don't know about you guys, but I cannot handle any movie or story that involves time travel. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I can't follow, but there's a lot of stress. I hate the stress involved. Like the main character either has to convince people that they're from the future or from the past, and then meanwhile you're just sitting there, it's like, just say ABC, and then they'll understand, or like you'll know that at the end of the movie it's always going to be a happy ending, right? And then at some point they're eventually going to convince someone that they are who they say they are. And then it's usually so loose, like, because then there's so many different theories on time travel. Are you talking? Because your mouth is open. I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I just leave my mouth open a lot.
There's another thing. Like, there's so many different theories. Like, if you change something in the past, does that actually affect your timeline, or does it just make another timeline? You know? And then meanwhile, I'm sitting there thinking about all these different things, and at the end of the day, I don't enjoy it.
Time travel too big for small brain.
Hey, no.
No, I just think it's like
Yes.
not very logically.
No.
Logically, it doesn't really make sense because it's just like. Also, if you go back in time, if you meet yourself, like, does that even make sense? Like,
I've seen.
is that you, or is it a different version of you, or? Yeah.
That's true.
I've seen stories where.
That's why. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
And then that's why there's like a lot of movies have the rule of like you can't bump into yourself, or else like the paradox breaks.
Yeah.
And then like the universe is over.
Yeah.
But that's also why they say like you can't say A, B, or C. Like when earlier you were saying if you just say A, B, or C, then they'll know that you're from the future or the past.
Oh
but then,
yeah.
like, I think normally if you do say those things, it like breaks the time continuum or whatever because it's like facts that they're not supposed to know yet or whatever.
Right. And then meanwhile, in the Avengers, Captain America fights himself and compliments himself too.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Ass.
Yeah.
There's also like the grandfather paradox, right? Which is like, if you kill your grandfather, like how does that even work? Because then that means he would never have given birth to like his son and then or your daughter, and then you wouldn't exist. But then how could you have killed him in the first place?
But then you would just live in that timeline. I did not intend for this podcast to go this deep into time travel. I just wanted to rant about it and then call it a day. Now my mind hurts.
Without going off on tangents, right?
My mind.
Have you guys ever watched that one episode of Futurama?
No.
What do you mean? Oh, which one? Because
where Fry got together with his grandma.
Oh my god! Oh yeah.
He did what now?
Yeah. He's his own grandfather. It's messed up, man.
Oh.
Named after his grandfather, which is himself.
Actually, that's one show I don't think I ever finished. Apparently, Futurama had like 4 different endings, and I only watched one. And did you happen to watch all 4 endings, or like? Oh, okay.
I didn't know it had different endings.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube.
Huh? Oh.
See her nose?
Age, have you thought about what power you might want?
Oh, I have an answer every time
Okay,
for this
all right.
question. Teleportation. You would just save so much time.
Oh my god, you are so right.
And then you can also go on like vacation whenever you want.
Yeah.
Like, snap your fingers.
Yeah. Are you not worried that what happens if you teleport into a wall? Or into the water, or into a whale?
I mean, I feel like if you had that power, you wouldn't go big immediately, right? You'd slowly kind of like train your way to make it precise.
Okay.
And then I'm sure there's ways that you can, because Google Maps too, right? Technically, you can get Street View, so you could actually see. If you really want to calculate the coordinates and you get really good at it, you can actually, like, you know, tell exactly where you're gonna be teleporting. So I don't think it would. Like with Google Maps, I think it would be fine.
Okay, but like, what if?
How would it work though? Like you just think about the place you want to go to?
Yeah.
But like what if you've never been there?
I don't know, maybe it would be like a distance thing, so kind of like something or the other. I've never actually thought about the logistics of it.
What if when you spawn there, you're like half in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it seems to happen all the time.
Changed?
In real life, like you would just be decapitated.
What if there just happens to be someone there, right? And then next thing you know, you're just covered in human.
Unlucky then.
I think that's why in the X-Men, I forgot his name. Was it like Nightwalker or something?
Nightcrawler.
The X-Men Nightcrawler. Yeah. So Nightcrawler, there was like this one scene where Nightcrawler is like, I can't teleport if I don't know what's on the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even
But then-
bother trying. Right?
I think he still did it at the very end, but like it was one of his fears because he needed to see where he was teleporting to make sure that he doesn't teleport into something.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch My Hero Academia?
Yes.
So shoot, I forgot his name. The guy that lost his powers that can move through the Tobio.
Oh, Tobio!
Yeah. His power is, his quirk is scary. Like
Yeah.
like he phases through things, but then he doesn't know where he's going. He's just, it's all estimations.
Yeah, he loses all of his senses. So like sight, sound, touch, everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even the breath in his lungs.
Yo, the poor man. Wait, what? He holds his breath too? Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can't breathe.
Oh, what a curse.
He was so cool with it. And I actually really... Okay, if we're going into spoiler zones, I thought that the fight was really cool when he lost
Yes.
his quirk.
Yes.
That he's like, the quirk is not what makes the hero, and then he still saves the girl. I
What
was
a
like,
man. Yeah. Those are the kind of
Such a
people
wholesome
that
character.
I super admire. Yeah.
cries.
Power of friendship.
So now for me, I actually have a serious answer and a not so serious answer. So which one do you guys want to hear first?
Serious.
Serious? Okay. All right. So my serious answer would be super speed. Similar reason as the teleportation, but I don't want. I want the confidence. I know where I'm going. So I'm
But
just.
I mean, you could teleport to something that you see in the distance and just do a lot of teleportations across a very far distance.
I could just imagine you like teleporting like 10 times just to get across the city, and you'll be like.
But would running at super speed not make you lose your breath?
You don't get tired?
Okay, good point.
Yeah, like the guy in the Avengers, Quicksilver,
Oh,
in Age of Ultron, I think. He has the super speed, but then he like starts panting after running a really long distance. Or like when he's running a lot.
I thought you were gonna make a joke about how he can breathe easier because he got shot. I thought you were going down that route, my bad. I don't remember him panting though.
No, he did after the train part.
Was that not because he got shot?
Oh no, it was before that.
Oh, okay.
I think he did get shot, but he was also panting because he ran a lot and had to save a lot of people in that very short amount of time.
I'm sure that was just for suspense, because like if you watch The Flash, I mean like he's okay running like 10k and he's like
Speed force, you know?
Speed Force. Yo, rewatching The Flash, it made me realize how kind of awful it sometimes is. Like I would skip like whole 5 minutes at a time because they just have to sit and deal with drama. You're the fastest man alive, but you spend so much time talking. I'm just saying.
Pretty quirky scientists, right?
Right.
But I do agree that some of the newer seasons, they go with the faulted hero kind of a route, and then it does make like the Flash seem like such a coward and like unable to save everyone, which is slightly a downer since it's like a superhero movie, right? Which you expect like him to save everyone,
right?
And you know that he is going to save everyone at the end of the day, right?
It's like they're trying to make it darker than it is or something. I don't know. Like they're trying to throw in some depressing stuff. Like, I'm Barry Allen and I'm the fastest man alive, except for Zoom, except for Reverse Flash, except for Savitar, and...
Basically, he's the slowest Flash.
This poor man can't catch a break. Yeah.
Like, canonically, I think Kid Flash is supposed to be slightly less fast than the Flash.
I think it depends, because in Young Justice, Kid Flash is slower than the Flash, but then in the comics, Wally West is faster than Barry Allen, so it depends on what you're reading.
I guess. Different universes, probably. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know you were into watching superhero shows. That's new.
Yeah, I'm a big old nerd. You just don't know it.
I didn't. Do you watch Young Justice?
I do, and I'm so sad about season 2 ending.
There's like 4 or 5 seasons now. They
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
They updated?
Yes.
I need to catch up.
Yes, 100%. It's so good. It's actually so good. I love it.
I know.
The last season maybe not so much. It's just like But yeah, no, they do continue because they did run out of funding, and then they got canceled, right? And then they got back because like enough fans, I guess, made enough noise.
Yeah, because it's such a good show. Well, at least
is.
like the first 2 seasons were so good.
It is. It so is. And then the last season was just all right. I'm just following just because I'm invested so much in the character. I'm sure. Do you want pet?
Oh, it's drinking water.
Oh. Now for my joke answer. I'll give you a hint. It's about saving time.
Time control.
Mind control? Oh, time control.
Like me.
Oh, yeah. No.
Or see, for me, saving time is teleportation.
True. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I would be okay with just stopping time. Imagine how much you can do if you just stop time. But then you forget. And then by the time you resume time, you're like 80 years old and you're like, oh no.
It's so for you too.
Oh.
But you still spend time within the stop time.
Yeah.
Do you keep aging during the stop time?
Yeah, how does that work?
Oh, I don't think so.
I think I was super into it at some point. Not into it, I really wanted to poke holes in all these time travel stories. But I read somewhere that apparently if you did somehow stop time, the friction of your skin against the oxygen molecules in the air would actually burn you alive as soon as you move.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Food for thought. Alright.
That sounds so scary.
Yeah, you still want to stop time or control time?
Okay, I like my psychokinesis. I can't say it anymore. Psychokinesis.
Telekinesis.
Psychokinesis. The ability to move psychos. Yeah, no, it's actually something much more practical. How great would life be if you could just teleport your fecal matter to the sun?
I don't know why the sun specifically.
Well, I mean, you'd be doing the world a favor by adding fuel and increasing its life by an infinitesimal amount. Plus, you would save the environment if your poo-poo is not out there.
I mean, but isn't poo-poo actually good fertilizer?
We have 7 billion people who poo-poo every day. We don't need mine.
No, I think didn't like J.K. Rowling at one point say that all the wizards would just like teleport their poo to like somewhere?
Yeah,
is that true? Did she say that?
Like she made a tweet, as you know, all bad things start on Twitter. But she made a tweet about how back in the day at Hogwarts, the wizards and witches, because they didn't have, like when they first built, they didn't have plumbing or something like that, so they had to poop in buckets and then disappear it.
Wait, I don't believe that. Wait,
he's adding to the story. That's finished.
He just keeps adding.
I don't believe that. That's a plot hole, because doesn't that conflict with the Chamber of Secrets? It was literally built in the girls' washroom. Like, where did that come from? It has like drainage going down there. Oh, she's full of it.
She's written her own fanfiction on Twitter.
Although that does explain the Ministry of Magic. Like, you know how they teleported through the toilets just to get in? No one was using the toilets, and it wasn't suspicious at all that everyone was just waiting and disappeared. I always wondered, was that in the Muggle world or like the Wizarding world? Because
I think it's like that's the portal to the Wizarding world from the Muggle world.
Can you imagine being a Muggle in there and just trying to decide which cubicle you wanted to go in and seeing everyone just disappear? If I was in there, I would be so stressed. There's too many people for me to focus on.
Just turn around, find another bathroom.
Which is why you need to teleport your poo.
I'll be like, is this toilet gonna suck me? Like, you know, like if you're sitting on it and then, like, I'm gonna bring it back to, like, the first topic. Like, do you guys flush while you're still sitting on the toilet?
No, I wait.
I used to, and then I saw that one Dr. Oz video where they said, like, if you flush, it aerosolizes all the sewage into the air. Is that what you're talking about?
I thought about the fact, like, what if you flush yourself down there too, and it's like, imagine, it's like, maybe that's what's happening in the Wizarding world, so if you worked in the same building, your fear could be that everyone's getting flushed out. I
took it in the wrong direction. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, imagine being a muggle and then flushed into the wizarding world and all you want to do is just take a dump.
Yeah, because you would have sat down with your pants down too, so when you got flushed, you would have no pants on.
Oh no. Oh, and then you would teleport on top of whatever you just dumped. Oh no.
Oh no!
That's so bad.
No, wait, but does that mean that like people who like normal muggles who are using the washroom, like they just like poo poo and then they flush it and then that just goes to the wizarding world and then they're like, okay.
Huh.
Imagine that's the rain.
It is
That's
fuel.
the rain they have.
It is fuel for their what do you call it? The wet powder that they use to teleport in the fireplace. I forgot what they call it.
There's a separate portal towards the sun.
The wizarding world have been keeping the earth alive for millennia, feeding the sun.
Right? That's the second last stall on the right.
Oh, lols.
But speaking of flushing, I actually, because I believe in like
flushing.
poo particles and stuff, like poo coming back out, I don't flush until I like close the toilet seat.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't realize that was a thing until I saw that video.
In a sense, if you can smell poop and fart, that means those particles are in your nose.
Oh, yo, that's a funny and gross story at the same time. I started a new job recently, and I was in the bathroom, and I thought it was really nice office. And then I went to the bathroom, and then it smelled like roses. And I'm like, oh, it's nice. Even the bathroom smells nice. No, there was a Febreze air freshener on the counter, scented of roses, and well, you know why it smelled like roses, because someone else was in there.
No.
Yeah.
The one had to freshen up afterwards.
Oh gosh, actually, I saw something on Reddit recently. Apparently, some people have like a poo knife. Like,
What?
because when your poo is too big and it doesn't go down, and like no matter what you do, like it's not just gonna like dissolve, right? So they have like a poo knife and like they keep it not even in the washroom, like it's just in like the storage room. But then they'll be like asking their sibling to bring them the poo knife. But then this person like grew up with this, and then he went to his friend's house, and then he's like, "Oh, can you pass me your poo knife?" And then they're
Oh my
like, "What are you talking
god!
about?"
Oh my god! Oh no, that's so gross, man.
How big is this dump?
I don't know, man.
We have a
I get it getting stuck, but if it's stuck, a knife is not gonna help.
we have
Yeah,
a
just,
poo
like,
knife.
pop
It's
it up.
called our sphincter.
You just gotta squeeze.
But I
Yeah,
guess
exactly. Yeah. Oh
does he
wait,
cut it from
You got
his
it, you
butt
got
or
it.
does he cut it in the toilet?
Oh, it's in the toilet.
Huh?
So it's like it's too big
so
to
like
plunge.
go down.
Yeah, it can't go down.
Oh, what? What kind of bowels does this person have?
isn't that what a plunger is for? It's
I
gross.
don't know.
Like, does this guy not eat his veggies?
Not enough fiber.
Yeah, probably not enough.
See, if he teleported his poo to the sun, this would not be an issue. Imagine all the plumbing costs you could save on. Peace. Hi. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more videos similar to this one. And while you're here, why not check out some of my other videos up there?